fighting out of Team Grabaga. The gym that has produced such fighters, of course, as Kazuo Masaki and the man who I miss the most in MMA, Genki Sudo. They call him the Magic Man, coming off back-to-back UFC losses to Dan Hardy by a split decision at UFC 89 and to John Fitch by a unanimous decision at UFC 94. Had just the one win in his 3 stints in UFC, that being against Tamden McCrory.
Japanese MMA, and they're not kind to their fighters.
Well, one of the longest-serving mixed martial arts fighters in the world made his MMA debut back in 1994. Had a long stint in Shudo, then Pancrase, before being picked up by Pride.
He's had a lot of wars.
To defeat Gegard Mousasi, of course, as well, which is a huge thing, given who Gegard Mousasi is these days as the Dream Middleweight champion, now making a move onto the Strikeforce promotions. They don't come much more decorated than the Magic Man, Akihiro Gono.
Well, I think that Hornbuckle's got an opportunity to make make a name for himself, because we know very little about him. And now we get to see, what he's doing. This is an interesting matchup for him. And it's also interesting here. You ever notice the different styles of MMA hair, the colors, the thing? I think so far, besides the wigs on the
if I had hair,
not-so-pretty transvestites.
He can keep the dress, but I'll take the wig.
Yeah.
Gono's got a better suit collection than you, Guy Mesga, and that's saying something. Your wardrobe full of Versace and Armani suits.
So he's probably a little bit cautious about that. He's probably a little tired. Oh my God.
Come on! It's over! It's over! It's good night, Irene! Gono is laid out cold! Unbelievable! The big kibosh from the handler! I tell you what, Guy Mesga, you can have Ivel on Goodridge, you can have Gonzaga on Krokop, you can have Saromskis on high. I'll take Hornbuckle on Gono as the greatest kick knockout in mixed martial arts history.
You might have him here because Gono, he had enough. I mean, he's definitely with his dead ancestors somewhere, and because he is out cold.
Guy, we were saying that Gono was carrying that hand way too low. Hornbuckle saw it. He waited for the opening. It only took a split second. He launched the Goodnight Irene. Smack bang, shin across face. Opened the fridge. Gono is out cold.
Yeah, well, what he did is, you were calling it all around that he should throw it, and I was saying he was being cautious, because of the fight. But what happened was, Gono threw a kick. He caught the kick, and as he's pulling off, he turned away, and as he turned away, that kick was coming. That was
Guy, have a look at this, though. Look at this. Gono is in serious trouble here. If his stomach wasn't moving from the breathing, you'd seriously think he was dead in center ring. Boom!
Yeah.
Shakalaka. Down he goes, hits his head on the canvas as he spills over the bottom rope. That was as devastating a knockout as you will ever see.
Boom! He caught the leg, threw him off balance, followed it up with
This is out before he hit the canvas.
Yeah.
Way out. The eyes rolled back in the head. Gono stiff on the canvas and now being put onto a stretcher. He may have finally come to, but just have a look. There's no movement from the waist up here on Akihiro Gono. Guy, you've seen a lot of bad KOs over the years that you were fighting. It's not a sight you like to see. A guy laid out like this.
No, generally speaking, the fighters that knock guys out like this, they feel bad about doing it because they know that it could be them. And that's, you just pray that he's okay. Our thoughts go out to him and his family. I hope he's okay. It's tough when you see this.
As devastating a knockout as we have ever seen, that is one that will be shown on the highlight reels for years to come.